guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new for the first time. Yeah, so today I realized so many people ask me about, they ask me what products would you recommend for my hair and what can I do. My hair is just, I just can't with it anymore. So I figured, how about we just, dial it down a notch and just take everything back to the basics, because I think that's where everyone should start from, especially if you're thinking of going natural. Going natural? No, going back to natural, because we all came from natural, I mean, right? Yeah, so I just decided I'll just share everything, try and squeeze everything, all the important and necessary things into one video so that it's easier, so that if anyone asks me anything in future, we just, reference them to this video. So basically I've summarized everything that you need into 4 points. I'm not an expert myself. I just learned a couple of things along the way, along the journey, and I just, they've worked for me, so maybe if I share them, they may work for someone else, right? Yes, so yeah, as I was saying, 4 things. First of all, it's cleanliness. The second one is moisturizing your hair. Yeah, just making sure your hair is not dry. The fourth one is
the third one. Guys, I promise I know how to count.
Strengthening your hair. Don't worry, I'll expound I'll expound on all these things, with time. The third one is strengthening your hair, and the fourth and final one, according to me, is protecting your hair. So let's start with number 1, cleansing. So yeah, basically if you need anything to work properly or just behave the way it's supposed to behave, it needs to be clean. A house, a car, your body, everything. So the same goes for your hair as well. So when it comes to cleansing your hair, I mean, it's rather obvious. Just wash your hair, shampoo your hair, remove all the dirt and buildup. And it's best if you use a sulfate-free shampoo, because those don't strip your hair, because sulfates are the same things that they use in detergents, So unless you want to wash your hair with a detergent, then use a sulfate-free shampoo. Number 2 is to moisturize your hair. So our hair is dead. In case you didn't know, your hair is dead cells. Okay. Yeah, so our hair is dead, and it's brittle, it's just, yeah. So you need to moisturize your hair, and our hair dries super fast, especially if you have coily hair, the 4 type onwards, and then our hair dries up super fast. Okay, not super, that's an exaggeration, but like really fast. So you need to make sure that you moisturize your hair often. And yeah, just putting in that extra moisturize. Moisture is water, guys. I mean, it goes without saying. You can't slap oil on your dry hair and tell yourself that you moisturized it. It needs to be water based, if not just plain water. So you need to moisturize. And the whole point on moisturizing goes with sealing as well, because it's pointless to just place water on your hair and then go about your day. Of course, it'll just evaporate and your hair will be back to being dry. So once you've moisturized your hair, you need to seal it with an oil or a cream, depending on your porosity, which is a topic for another video. Number 3 is what was number? Strengthening your hair. So basically, strengthening is just to make sure that your hair is strong enough so that it doesn't break as often. Let me just tell you guys, literally everything you do to your hair damages it. Every time you wash your hair, you're damaging it. Every time you comb your hair, every time you manipulate your hair, you're styling, you're brushing, you're blow drying. Strengthening your hair involves deep conditioning.
I figured an infographic would make this whole process easier. So imagine this as your hair shaft. As you wash your hair, you cause some disturbance as you rub and scrub, and this damages your hair. As a result, weak points are created where your hair is likely to break because the diameter here is significantly less. Deep conditioners bind with your hair by filling in those gaps, making your hair stronger, improves the elasticity and moisture, and adds body to your hair, obviously. And then finally, a sealant locks all that moisture in. So now as your hair dries, it remains moisturized, strong, elastic, and malleable.
And then another thing on strengthening your hair is also nourishing it. That actually, this should be the first point I mentioned. You need to nourish your hair. By nourishing your hair, I mean within and without. You need to eat a very proper diet, you know, because it all starts from within you. You need to drink water. And then another thing is oils. Yeah, lots of oils are good for your hair in terms of nourishing, like coconut oil. They penetrate it and they do all those good things that, you know, your hair needs. Coconut, olive, they're good to apply on your scalp and on your hair as well, so that counts as you know, extra nourishment. And then the fourth point is protection. Yes, so this goes without saying, our natural hair needs to be protected as well, like I said before, referring to the previous point about everything that we do damaging our hair. That's why it's very necessary to protect your hair as often as you can by having your hair in low manipulation styles. A low manipulation style is basically any kind of style that keeps, you know, your hair away so that you're rarely in it. Protecting your hair from damage is also very important. This helps you to reduce breakage, so in turn you get to retain a lot of length, so you see a lot of growth. Of course, that came last, because the first thing that you should have in your head is that you need to make your hair healthy. So health comes first and then length. And then another point on protection is trimming your hair, because split ends happen. I mean, it's just one of those things that you just cannot do much about. You can prevent them, I believe, by, you know, doing everything correctly. But once they're there, honey, you need to trim them. You need to cut them. Yeah. So those are the 4 points that I've talked about. In summary, it's cleansing as the first one. Sorry, moisturizing, strengthening, and then protecting. Basically, this is how you build a regimen, of course, because you know you have to wash your hair, so that's cleanse. After that, you need to deep condition, that's strengthen. Of course, when you're cleansing, there's water in your hair, so you've moisturized, so that's number 2 done. Then you need to deep condition, that's strengthening. And then finally, after that, you air dry and you style it, that's protecting. I mean, it's all falling into place. For you out there who are losing hope and don't know what to do anymore because your hair is just not manageable, this is something that you have to keep doing, because consistency is key with hair, especially. Actually, I think with everything. Once you have that once you know exactly what it is you're doing, then now you can think about the product. So yeah guys, that's it for this week's video. I hope it was as informative as it was supposed to be. Hopefully it helped someone. If it helped you, great. If it didn't, you know, it's cool too. Yeah, so I'll see you guys again next week. Yes, next week. I'm gonna try my best to be as consistent as I possibly can. And yeah.